Yo, what is up YouTube? OG Rider, back again for another video for you guys. I'm gonna do a preview for the Arsenal versus Chelsea game, which is tomorrow, Tuesday, 8 p.m. kickoff at the Emirates Stadium, at the home of the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners. We just beat Wolves away at Molineux 2-0, so a good result for the Gunners. 2-0, clean sheet, another 2 goals. We got the goal difference, was top of the league going into this game. Liverpool won yesterday 3-1 against Fulham, so they're on equal points, but like I just said, we've got better goal difference than them. So yeah, unfortunately Fulham, they equalised to make it 1-1, but they couldn't hold on for a draw and do us a favour, so that was a shame. But we've just got to win our games now. It's in our hands now against a tough opposition versus Chelsea. They've had an up and down season. They just came off a crazy game versus Man City in the FA Cup, where they probably could have won the game if Nicholas Jackson had his shooting boots on. He should have scored a header, definitely. So hopefully he'll be on that same form if he plays against us. You know, they do have... Oh, someone's ringing me. Damn. Right, sorry about that. Someone's ringing me. So yeah, anyway, as I was saying, yeah, they've got Nicholas Jackson, who's he was on poor form in the game versus Man City. So they just played a big game, and of course they've got Cole Palmer as their main threat, their best player, who's actually, I think, in the leading for the Golden Boot this year. So he's got 20 goals. So incredible signing from Man City. So yeah, he's been their shining light of their season, of Chelsea's club. So we've got to find a way to stop him. He's their main man. So somehow Arteta's got to find a way to stop him, whether we double team him, whether we man mark him. We've got to find a way to stop him controlling the game, stop him getting on the ball with time, and stop him getting shots off and or giving away a penalty, because he's clinical at scoring penalties as well. So that's their biggest threat, I think, for this game. Definitely Cole Palmer. So yeah, we've got a former Chelsea man, Kai Havertz. So it will be a big game for him. Let's see. I have a feeling he'll get on the score sheet tomorrow. My prediction for the score tomorrow will be 2-1 to the Arsenal. I actually think Cole Palmer will score a goal, and I think Kai Havertz will score a goal. And I'm gonna go. I'm gonna put it on the line that Gabriel is going to score a header tomorrow against Chelsea. I don't think they're defensively sound against corners or free kicks and crosses into the box. I think we can get a set piece against them. And yeah, Gabriel is our biggest aerial threat. Nearly every single game he gets on the end of a header, and you know, sometimes he'll miss the target, which is very frustrating for me, because yeah. But I think tomorrow's the day that we're going to win 2-1 at the Emirates against Chelsea. So yeah, I think the team he's going to pick, Raya in goal. So credit to him. He made a big save against the Wolves. So a save he probably should have made, but he made it. So credit to him. And Ben White, right back, who will go forward and help Saka out with some assists. And he's getting some shots off these days as well. So, you know, he's not the most clinical, obviously. He's still a defender. He's still right back, but he can still get up and help in the attack. And then the defensive partnership of Gabriel and Saliba, the beasts at the back, you know, the 2 Bentleys parked in the garage. So they'll be coming out to play. Big game. So yeah, they'll have to deal with Nicholas Jackson up top. And like I say, Cole Palmer as the main threat. And then left back is the position we seriously struggle in at the moment. I feel like all 3 players have their really weak points. It's really hard to say which one of the 3 is the best at the moment. You know, I feel like Arteta favours Zinchenko over the 3 because of that Man City link, and he can come into midfield and invert and all this, and it seems to suit Arteta more tactically, give him more options. But I think they all have different options for different games, so it really depends on the opposition of what we're trying to do. You know, Kyrgios, he can be a solid, more defensive-minded player. I think he's probably the best defensively because he's actually a centre-back. So but we don't really want to play him left back. And then Tomiyasu, he's got the most mobility. He can get up and help in the attack as well. He's tall. He can get headers. But, he's not the best defensively either. We really need Timber to come back and help us out in the left back position. Every week I'm hearing, oh, he's fit, he's ready, he's been in training for months, but we're still yet to see him. I just cannot wait. I saw him, for 5 minutes against Barcelona in one of the first pre-season games or whatever it was, and then he's been injured the whole season. And we've really suffered because of that lack of strength and depth on the left back side. So it's really tough. I think he's going to go with Zinchenko. So I think that's who Arteta will go with. Whether or not I believe he's the best, doesn't matter what I think. I don't necessarily think he's great. I think he's actually a liability. He hurts us. He gives the ball away. He's not good at defensively, but he can invert and help the midfield and sometimes get forward with the attack, and he can get a shot on target every now and again. So we'll see. I think he'll play. And then, the formation's probably going to be 4-3-3. I think we're going to play Rice. We're going to play Odegaard. And I don't know what's happened to Thomas Partey, but he's not getting any game time anymore. I know he has injury problems, but Arteta just refuses to play him. We really needed him in the Champions League, but he seems to just be bringing him on right at the end of the game to maybe seal it up, or he doesn't really believe in him right now that he can do 90 minutes or he can start the game. So it seems like he's just going to start Jorginho again, and to be fair, credit to Jorginho, he's played well in the last game or so with balls over the top, trying to unlock the defence. So I think that'll be the front three, not the front three, the midfield three. And then the front three, obviously Saka on the right, because we have no strength and depth on the right. We sold Pepe and he's refused to replace him. He signed Reece Nelson, but he doesn't believe in him. He never gives him any game time. He brings him on for 2 minutes and expects him to do what? What do you expect him to do in 2 minutes? He doesn't really believe in Reece Nelson, and he signs all these players. He re-signs them. They're his players, but he doesn't ever believe in them. So yeah, Saka will play on the right. I think Havertz will play up top. And then I think he'll actually play Gabriel Jesus on the left. I think he'll leave. That's really hard to say, actually. Is he going to play Trossard because he scored in the last game? He's on form. I think he's actually our most clinical finisher. I would actually play Trossard on the left side. Martinelli's struggling this season. He can't score goals. It's a real shame what's happened to Martinelli. He used to be our most clinical finisher before Trossard came along. So I think we should play Trossard. So that would be the team I would start. But I think he's going to play Jesus. Arteta's going to play Jesus on the left. So yeah, that's what I think it's going to be. And then I think it's going to be 2-1 to the Arsenal. So yeah, big result against Wolves. We're still in the title race. We're still top of the league. This is all we have to fight for. So yeah, let's try and win the league. Let's try and win every single game now. A draw, it feels like a loss. Any drop points feels like we've lost the league. So we've got to try and go out there, win every single game. I don't know if there's 6 games left or 5 games left, but however many games left, we've got to try and win them all, and we've got to try and win the league. Come on, you Gunners.